Hey friends, Kim from Stamping and Perfection. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm making a video for the 3-Room Studio Saturday Challenge. This week's challenge is a theme challenge, and the theme is thank you. So I'm using this 3-Room Studio stamp set that I got with my order. I really loved this when I saw it in the shop, so I added it to my order immediately. This is called Mom's Hibiscus. It's got one beautiful image and several little sentiments that are all involving Mom, including Happy Mother's Day. So, but it doesn't have to be used for Happy Mother's Day. I pulled out the Aw Thanks stamp set because I love this stamp set. Now, the Mom's Hibiscus set has a one die that cuts out the flower. This Aw Thanks set has dies that cut out lots of those larger sentiments, which is really nice. I think it's rare to find die sets that actually cut out the words like this when you stamp them. So I was excited about this one because I love that I can give my stamped images dimension and have them really cut nicely by that die. So I'm using a really quick technique to color this in. Ordinarily I would spend a lot of time, but I just thought it was so pretty because the artist, who I believe is Sandy Boone, the owner of 3 Studio Stamps, designed this and added a lot of those extra little like fold marks to show you where the highlights go and to help you coloring this in. So I used only 2 markers for each one of these flowers. I picked a dark and a light, and I used the dark one to just go over those lines that the artist put in, and then I filled it in with the lightest color. Like here I'm using Y19 and Y11, and I really like the way this looks. On this particular one I went back over the dark again because it's sort of blended out when I added the light. And you could do the light first and then the dark. And I'm just using purple. I believed I used V08 and V00 maybe. I don't remember which ones I used. BV08 and BV00 are the ones I used, I think. So I did that to all of them. I created a purple one, a yellow one, and a pink one. And then I pulled out 3 different greens, and I used yellow for the centers of the pink and the purple one, and then I used pink for the center of the yellow one. And then I used the same 2 colors on what I thought looked like a little bud, hibiscus bud there, and I just pulled out 3 random greens that I liked, like G28, and I pulled out G14 and then YG93 or something like that. I really like yellow greens on leaves, and I like to have a little dark green, which is why I use the white. This is either Y28 or Y29. And I didn't get too fussy about which ones I was pulling out either. I watched a video Kathy Racanello did. I think that's, I can't remember, Racusin. I can't remember what her last name is. The 30-day marker challenge lady, or coloring challenge. She just randomly pulls colors out sometimes, and I just think it looks so pretty when she does that. And I just picked what I was in the mood for. I cook like that too, by the way. Whatever spices I'm in the mood for that day go in whatever I'm making. And sometimes I pick the spices based on how nice they smell to me that day. So I'm kind of doing that with colors here today too. So I kept it really simple, and I didn't stress over it at all. And it was so nice to be able to pull out the coordinating die for this hibiscus, to not have to fussy cut it, or I like having my brother scan and cut, but it's a little bit more effort than just die cutting. So it was really nice to do this. And this is way less effort than it is to fussy cut. We all know that. But I think this would be actually an easy image to fussy cut. But the stamp set is less than $5, and the coordinating die isn't a lot either. So I think that's really nice. I really like the price point. And sometimes you can stick to these smaller stamp sets and really do a lot with these little stamp sets. So I took a sheet of white cardstock and I cut it down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which is A2 size. And I'm using my 3M Post-it tape, and I'm just kind of masking off most of my card and just leaving a small strip in the center. And I used really light colors to do this. This is sponge sugar and scattered straw. So I put the sponge sugar on the sides and then the scattered straw in the center. And then I just used my blenders to blend them together. I removed the Post-it tape, and yes, I did save it because I will use this again. I love creating a little background, like it. I like a nice, clean, and simple card, but I also like something on the background. So this kind of satisfies both of those. I did go ahead and put foam on the back of them, and I just sort of layered them together and left room for the yellow one in the center. I like the yellow one in between the pink and the purple. And I'll pop the thank you up on some foam tape also, and I'll just then attach this to a card base, which I cut at 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and I scored it at 4 1/4. So, and you see me there using my Tombow Mono sanded eraser to erase the little ink smudges I somehow always manage to get on my cards, and they come right off with that eraser. It's a very well-loved tool. Probably the least expensive tool in my stash, and I probably use it more than I use anything. So I'm going to add a few little sequins, and I'm just going to use my T-square ruler here to get it as straight as I can. I do fuss with it a bit because I do want it to be sort of straight. I'm not usually very fussy, but I do like my sentiments straight. I would love it if you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel while you're here. And click that bell so you get notifications every time I upload a new video. I also want to let you know that if you go to the 3 Room Studios blog, I'll have that link below. The Saturday challenge is up for a week, and one winner is selected each week for a $15 gift certificate to the 3 Room Studio store. So we would love to have you play along with our challenge this week. All you have to do is make a thank you card. So you can use any products that you want. Of course, we would love to use 3 Room Studio products, but use what you have in your stash. And if you win the $15 gift card, then you can try out 3 Room Studios stamps. So thank you so much for watching, friends. Have a wonderful day.